All right, so continuing on with task 20 for the urinalysis, we're just going to take a closer look at our urine sample that we collected via free catch, just to look at some of the physical observations of the urine. So down here I have my supplies, I have my urine sample, I have a pipette, I have a pen in case I need it, piece of paper to hold my urine sample up against so you can see the color and the clarity just a little bit better, my refractometer cover, I have my secondary container of distilled water just to clean off my refractometer, and I have a Kim wipe to dry it off. So first thing I'm going to do is just hold my free catch urine sample up against the white piece of paper just so that you can see a good close-up of the color. So as you can see, our urine color is nice and a light yellow, which is normal, which is what we are looking for when we have a urine sample. I don't see it being very dark yellow, which means that the urine sample is more concentrated, and it's not really light yellow, which means it's more dilute. We're a nice light yellow color, which is normal and I'm happy with. As far as the clarity, you can see that it's pretty clear. If you look at the bottom, it's very clear. I don't see any debris or anything in the urine sample when I rock it gently back and forth. So again, that's nice and normal. Don't see any blood or anything else like that. In each tube, I collected a total of about 12 mils of urine from this free catch sample. I have 4 tubes, which is about 3 mils in each tube. Again, there's also no odor to the urine at all, and I don't see any foam at all in any of my samples. As you can see, you would probably see it more so at the top, or when you're gently inverting it, you would see some foam. So there's no foam, there's no odor. We have a nice light yellow color. We're nice and clear. There's no debris or anything noted, no blood. So I'm happy with my urine sample that I got. So then we're just going to go ahead over here and get a urine specific gravity to just make sure that's in a normal range as well. So piece of paper I'm going to throw out because I don't need it anymore. I have my refractometer. The lid is already up. So I'm just going to take off this lid, and I'm going to use my pipette and just put 1 drop onto the refractometer. Okay, 1 drop. I'm throwing that in the garbage because I don't need any anymore. Put the cap back on my urine tube. We're going to close down the lid, and then I'm just going to hold it up against the light just to get my specific gravity. Okay, so to read the specific gravity, it's going to be on the right hand side. It's a little harder to do with my goggles, so just don't mind me. I'm going to go over here. Okay, so then for my urine specific gravity, it looks like we are at 1.040, which is a normal range for a canine. You want to read where the dark meets the light, so wherever that line is, that's where you want to read. So again, I'm reading, double checking, and we are at 1.040. Okay, so I'm just going to write that on the back of my glove real quick, 1.040 for my urine specific gravity. And all that information I just talked to you about, I'm going to put in the computer in a moment, but first I just want to clean off my refractometer. So we're just going to lift up the lid, and we're going to take the distilled water and gently clean that side and the lid. And we're just going to take a couple of Kim wipes, and we're just going to gently dry it off. Alright, so it's nice and dry. We're going to close the lid, put the refractometer back into its case, and we're going to zip it up and leave it over here for whoever needs it next. I'm going to throw this in the garbage. Okay, so now I'm just going to move the camera up a little bit and put all that information into the record, since at my hospital we do everything electronically. So I'm just going to come up here so you get a better view of the computer. So I already preloaded up for our patient. His name is Taz. I have this preloaded under the doctor. And then this is for our urinalysis information. So it has a box that pops up. So I'm just going to mark off, and then in a moment we'll go into more of the chemical observations, and we'll put that information over here. But for now, we did our specific gravity. So over here, I'm just going to say 1.040 because that was our specific gravity. Again, that's a normal range for a dog. Normal ranges for dogs is anywhere from about 1.016 to about 1.060. And again, we're at 1.040, so we're in a normal range for our urine specific gravity. And then over here, I'm just going to say for our urine collection method, it was avoided sample because it was a free catch sample. Urine color, we're just going to say light yellow. As far as urine transparency, we're going to say clear/transparent. No debris noted. And then that's all we're going to fill out in here for right now. Down here, I'm just going to say no odor noted and no phone noted. We're just going to make sure we click up over here and hit save. Okay, and we're going to exit for right now. So that part is in there for the chemical observations for the urine sample. Just put you back over here. So then if you just give me a moment, I'm going to get some more supplies, and then we're going to continue on with task 20 with doing some of the chemical observations of our urine sample.